Good morning. Here we are getting really close to Grand Turk for today, and it's a board day. It is an early one. It's like 8:30 I think until all board is back at 3. It's kind of a short, really kind of quick day, but early. Don't have any plans for today. We're just gonna kind of go see the island, maybe check out the Jack Shacks since it has changed owners now, and just kind of see what we can get into. But we'll have fun no matter what. But first is breakfast. So let's go see what breakfast has got today. Right, so the other part of cruising is when you're in port and it's raining, just wait a little bit, it'll pass. Alright, so made it down the beach. I'm so not used to hats. Made it on the beach after it kind of like slowed raining. It wasn't completely done when we started walking, but you're in your swim stuff anyhow. Who cares? But made it down to Jack Shacks. The new owners are now officially in charge. So they have done some remodeling back here, like at the bar area. I haven't been up there yet. I am just lounging in my chair for a while. But 3 chairs and 1 umbrella was $30. And I have no idea what the drink prices or anything like that is yet. But yeah, we will see. But made it to Jack Shacks here in Grand Turk. Alright, here is the redo of Jack Shack since change of ownership and the hurricane. You're okay. Alright, we are officially like baked and we've rotated and it's time to go back. But there's Jack Shack right back here in the background. The chairs were about $10 a piece. When you we had 3 chairs and an umbrella, it was $10 a piece. So prices have gone up, if anything. And then drinks and all that, I'll put that on there. Food's gone up. But your guys' review, because you've never been, thumbs up or thumbs down? Is it worth it? It's worth it, but it's getting expensive. Put your price here. How much was the bucket of beer?
Bucket of beer, $30 for their local IPA, $36 for Presidente. That's all we know.
Yeah. So, check the prices before you come because it seems like they keep going up. This hat just don't get better. Sorry, y'all. So now we are just off of like the shopping complex for the port, and it has all the space, kind of memorabilia and exhibits for the spaceship capsule landing. Go ahead, you're fine. Lots of little things about it's coming down. Good evening. Just doing a check-in. Grand Turk was a lot of fun, like always. I am to the point though that I'm done with the beach and the sun and being super sensitive to the sun and all that. So yeah, when we were at Jack Jack's, like, you know how the sun keeps creeping and like you have to move your chair and your umbrellas and all that kind of thing. And I had just done it enough times and I was like, okay, it's time to go. So we did leave. It was about, what was it, 1, I believe. So then we went back to port and did a little bit of shopping, went to see the space capsule information and all that kind of thing. Very cool. And then the beached whale. We didn't actually walk all the way over to the beached whale because at that point I was just done. I wanted to go back. And like the sun and my feet just were not agreeing. So yeah, but I have never seen the capsule or the beached whale thing like really up close. Like I saw it from a distance, but I never like actually went to those areas, so that was pretty cool. And then to go out on the pier that they have by the beached whale and take pictures of the ships from a different angle was very, very cool and loved it. But came back on ship, took the longest, coldest shower known to me, and I think because I was that warm, but felt great. Went up to the Lido, had a few drinks, they played some music, kind of like right after sail away. And then it brings us to now. Tonight is when we are going to use my Valentine's Day for 2 Steakhouse, but Bobby and Tina are gonna go with me. So it's actually gonna be a 3 and we'll figure all that stuff out later. But I've never done the Steakhouse on Carnival. So let's see what that has all entailed, because we're definitely making those memories and not dreams. And we're living every day as a gift, because that's what it is. Come along, let's see what the Steakhouse is. Alright, good evening. Just got back from the Steakhouse. Sorry if you hear music. They are playing music in the atrium again tonight. And it's country. My favorite. But actually they're doing a great job for what it is. But it's just kind of loud. But let's see, Steakhouse. It was part of my package that I won from the show of the Steakhouse dinner for 2 for Valentine's Day. That I got at the excursion show. So actually all 3 of us went. Bobby, Tina, and I went. Neither of us have ever been there. So it was an experience, and I truly meant to make it like a whole vlogs like in itself. But somebody else had a different plan. So the different plan was that come our soup course, because it's like a whole like course. You have your starters, your soups, your salads. They give you like a little chef special. Then your like main entree, and then dessert. Well, during our soup course, a fellow cruiser had a medical emergency, and Miss Holly was the trained one there. So, yeah, got to help with the medical emergency. While I don't want to harp a bunch on that, I do have to give props to the medical staff for their quick response. I was literally down on the floor helping the individual, and the medical staff was there probably between 5 to 10 minutes. I don't know, I didn't exactly time it, but they came up really quick, and while I was processing, the other staff, like the restaurant staff and supervisors, were all really, really attentive to the things that I needed, to what they could do to help me. But yeah, so when you wonder why you as a solo get a dinner for 2 for Valentine's Day to the steakhouse, it's because somebody might have another plan for you. But back to the steakhouse. So yeah, sorry, I am having to pause a bunch. It was kind of a stressful situation, but back to the steakhouse. The quantity of food was huge. The quality was very good. Super, super hot stuff. They bring you like hot plates, the things in like crocks, very, very warm. My shrimp cocktail was super chilled. It was very good quality. Would I personally pay? No, but I am cheap. I'm really not that kind of a foodie. Like I like to try like local cuisine and things like that. Steakhouse just isn't my jam, but it is a good quality. Bobby's steak was huge. It was like the size of my head. But yeah, quality was very good. I will say that I got the lobster bisque, and it was very rich. I could only eat like half of it, but again, it was right after everything got settled and kind of calmed down a little bit. So but yeah, it was very, very rich, but very good. And then let's see, then we go into like the little chef special that they bring out, and my best descriptor for it was like a crab ragoon without the crab. So it was like a rolled up like shell, or like an egg roll, kind of like crisp outside, with a cheese on the inside, a smooth cheese. It was very good. Like I could have had that for an appetizer. That was kind of my thing. But then out came the steak. I had filet mignon, and it was very good, cooked just the way I wanted it. My sides were broccoli and mashed potatoes, all very, very delicious. Sorry, I'm like burping because I've had so much food. And then dessert, I had a chocolate sphere. So it comes out like a circle, and then they pour warm chocolate over it, and it melts and kind of crumbles. And it was super good, but it was so rich. A few bites of it and I was done. So does everybody need their own? No. Share one of those and it would be plenty. But overall, I would give the steakhouse, like quality, taste, all that, a 5 out of 5. Time, I can't judge timeliness because of all the extras that happened. I think they did a great job with having to like restart our order and all that kind of thing. And then would I do it again? Yeah. Not the steakhouse. If you're a real big steak eater, like my mom and my dad would probably absolutely love it. Just not my thing. It was good. I'm glad I got to experience it and kind of see a new part of the ship that you don't usually get to see. Like it has its own bar. There are some bathrooms in the back. Very nice atmosphere. It's very nice. But now we are missing our show that we had planned to go to at 7:30. Kind of the story of the week. But yeah, missing the planned show. So now we're gonna go at 9:30. So now we're needing to fill a couple, well, like an hour and a half. So I don't know what we'll get into, but follow along and let's see what the next moment of the stuff that only happens when you are traveling with me. But I am very glad that I was there to help when someone needed it. And yeah, the staff here at Carnival did a great job in this instance. So, all right, on to more fun. Let's go. All right, 80s night on Freedom. Yay or nay? Woo! Way to go, Gabe. It was a fun night. Thank you. Just a little rocky today.
Team Twister says stay on the side.
All right, good night from Freedom. It is the end of day 4. It was Grand Turk Day. So much fun. So much sun, so much walking, so much fun. And tonight was 80s night. Love me some 80s music and dancing and all of the above. Also stopped by the casino. I threw $20 off the side of the shit. But other people were going a little more wild than me. But it was good. Just kind of hang out before the 80s show. They are listing them as production shows. They are more like cabaret, the sitting and singing. There's no like dancing really involved. So I'm gonna try and ask them why for tomorrow. Because we didn't get any notice or anything that the production shows had stopped. And that it was all like them just singing. So I'm interested to see why that is. I don't know if it was because tonight we had rough seas or what, but I'm gonna go digging for answers tomorrow. And then after the 80s show, which was good, they did a really good job with it. It was the 80s deck party up on the Lido. Oh, so much fun. Definitely a good time. I love the staggered steps. I know I said it a couple other times, but the staggered steps really do help just like be able to see everything and kind of join in. I will say that all of the grates that are on the floor, just like that have holes in them or whatever for drainage, be careful because none of them are really secured. Like if you step on an end, it's going to like pop up or shift to kind of just make your step unsteady. And it's like in the bathrooms, on the Lido deck, along those steps they have them. So just be kind of careful about that. And then after the deck party, walked around a little bit, stopped at a few of the bars. The only thing that was left was the club. And I was not about ready to do that today. So came back to the room, gonna do some editing, hopefully get the video up tonight. But definitely a fun day. I'm pooped. ankles are showing again. So much fun. Definitely so much fun. So join us tomorrow where it is a C day and our last day. We got our eviction papers today to really prove that. But yeah, C day. We're gonna start off with the Sousapalooza green eggs and ham breakfast again. It's always nice when you travel with people who haven't done it yet and they see you do it once and they're like, will you go with me? So us adults are going to Dr. Seuss's breakfast in the morning. And I guess there's been such an overwhelming turnout that they are having us show up a little earlier. So, and then after that, not quite sure what is on the agenda, but I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun because we're going to continue to make those memories and not dreams and live every day as a gift because that's what it is. I'll see you guys tomorrow.